Okay.
Hey guys, last fan of the night.
Last fan of the night.
And part 2 of our design house day. Metal
That's
Pete, what do
right.
we have here?
This is an antique brass design house carousel. Now this is the one I actually picked up at a restore, a Green Bay restore. I saw it there and it gives me a reason to eat at Taco Burrito Mexico.
Yep. Not far from Green Bay Restore, that's right.
Exactly. So this, I actually did a little swapping because this came with a single light.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted, and actually came with a spherical globe, but I switched it to the forearm light because I wanted to show this exactly the way I saw this as a little kid in a neighbor's kitchen.
Yep.
Not my own kitchen. Our kitchen had the Panasonic.
I remember.
As I even showed a picture from a real estate listing on that one, and it's still there, apparently. So, but this was in their kitchen, and when I was over there, whether we'd all go over there or sent over there, well, my mom worked during like the summer, like say when I was like, pre-K age, and so, and they'd send me over there, and I'd always have her turn it on for me when I was a little kid. I was like maybe 4, maybe turned 5 or so. But it was exactly, I made it the exact variation. Drop mount, cane blades, just like you see them, and the four-armed light kits. And this is when I was first learning my numbers to, from 3 to 5. 3 to 4, and she would tell me 5 blades and 4 lights.
Yeah.
So that's when I was starting to count stuff
Good
like
way
that.
to learn.
Yeah, I was. I started learning 3 blades on an industrial when I saw them turned off. Started acknowledging that stuff when I started learning to count. So, okay, so this is what the light is drawing. These are LEDs.
Oh, this is full brightness, huh?
Yeah, this is just straight on. So, and even the pull chains are almost exact. A tassel on one and a bead on the other, a wooden bead on one. I can't quite remember which one had which, but
I always feel, in my childhood, the tassel always belonged on the fan.
yeah, that's kind of how I saw it too.
If you think about it, a lot of fans were sold with tassels, and light
That's
kits
right.
were mainly sold with those strings with the bell on the end.
Yeah.
So you saw a lot of that.
Yes.
Also, then this, other than this not being the close mount version, this is basically the fan that was in my grandpa's dining room. His, I think, had loop arms, but it had the same tulip shades, antique brass,
This is, I wanted to recreate it as best I can remember it.
Yep.
And of course, now I asked my mom, I told her the same stories. I go telling her these stories about why I like this fan.
I'm sure she cares.
Yeah. And so she told me their names too. So I now remember Cindy Lottie and her 2 identical twin daughters who are close to my age. Their names were Jamie and Jessica. Okay. So that is basically, I now know. So if you ever come across this video, Pete Cassane says hi, but I don't know if you'll ever see this, but maybe you will. But
You can always look for them on Facebook.
I suppose. Okay. Yeah, I could do that. But anyways, this is the fan that was in their kitchen, and I found they had fans throughout their house, which made me real happy.
Oh, yeah.
You know that
What
would.
were the other ones?
Oh, I think one of their bedrooms, there was like an Encon vented spinner in white and stencil blade.
Okay.
The other one, I think another bedroom, I think the master bedroom, their parents' bedroom, had a antique brass hugger.
Nice.
I don't know what kind.
Right.
I never know.
Yeah, a lot of them are very generic.
They're so generic. And then I think they added a fan later on, like say not long. And I believe I don't know, it was a white and brass cane bladed. It could have been another design house, but I'm not quite sure. I just remember what it looked like, so. But yeah, speaking of turning it on.
I hear Rick or Sheep.
Oh yeah, Rick or Sheep. I'm gonna first turn off the light. And this is how she would turn it on for me, just like that.
Yeah, now that we've seen these 2 back to back, I'm trying to think of the ones
in my aunt's house were polished brass or antique brass, because my memory says maybe it was one of each. Maybe the living room had polished and the bedroom had antique. I don't remember now.
Okay. All right. So it's drawing almost the same 2-2 versus 2-1. So it's a minute difference.
Yeah.
Ricochet.
Ricochet.
Okay. So I'm going to tack this one just to see how close it is. Hold the tachometer. 407.
What was it on the last one? Like 410 maybe?
Something like that.
Yeah,
Well,
this is 81. The last one was like maybe 85, but very close.
yeah. It's like 430.
Yeah. Oh, 430?
Yeah.
I think you're right. So then divided by 5, that would be 86. Yep.
So it's, yeah, so this, I said in the last video, was a little fast for a low speed, and this is its factory low.
I agree.
And like you were saying, it's coil taps.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show watts, 27 watts, and a power factor of 1, even on low.
Yeah.
That's an indication, as you were telling me, because capacitor-based would have had a low power factor for low speed.
Yeah.
All right, I've tacked it. Now, here's medium. Okay, 0.34 is what it's drawing on medium. So I'm gonna do watts, 41 watts. Still a power factor of 1.
Yep. It's going to be power factor 1 all the way up.
Yes, it is. Okay, and now to bring it to high.
And like we said in the last video, these are good performers. Not quite K55, but
Right.
definitely better than a lot of builder fans.
Yes, that is correct. And even another one that is seems to be outstanding for builder fans, those Menards turn of the centuries.
Yep. Yeah.
Whether they're green, red, or...
The House in the Rock ones, absolutely.
Yeah. I picked up one a while ago.
Uh-huh.
I think mainly Connor wanted the copper Encon Monarch.
Oh, yeah. I want one of those new in box.
Yeah, this one was, ones with the screen type light kit.
Yep. If I could find one new in box, I would want one of those. I had one. I think I gave it or
He
traded it.
found it. He's the one that discovered and asked me about getting it, and I said, sure, I would get that one, and I got the other one with it. And it happened to be right near my childhood house, like a block.
Nice.
And there's a weird border in that area on that street of like Milwaukee itself versus the suburb Brown Deer.
Yeah, I know where Brown Deer is.
It's got a weird border, like across 51st Street is Milwaukee, and
well, let's attack this.
I lived right by the Brown Deer water tower.
Yeah, I've got one of those Menards fans in red that I'm just keeping.
Interesting. I'm getting 975.
975 divided by 5 is 195, so just a little under 200.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a little slower. Could be because the blades in the other one were a little bent, so that could be the reason. Could be different in capacitor, drifting a little bit. There's any number of reasons.
Yeah, but I can't really tell that it's
a
little. It seems like it's still flying.
Let's see what kind of CFM reading we got. We got about 67 on the last
Okay, so
one.
I got 5.5 on this one for current draw.
Yeah, so it's going to be...
Still power factor of 1.
Yeah. And the great thing is when the power factor is 1, when you know it's 1, you don't actually have to show the watts, because then you know what the watts are going to be too. It's just going to be the amps times the volts.
Yep. This is 67 watts.
Yep.
By 120. Yep. So, yep. Yeah, that's power factor. Okay, hold that so I can CFM it. Okay, I'm going to get the CFM with the anemometer here.
Mm-hmm.
I get a 452.
Is that the same as we got on the other one? I don't remember.
I remember. Yeah, 452.
Yep, it's exactly the same, about 6,700.
Yeah, which is, as you said, high-end a spinner motor, but
Absolutely.
not quite K55.
Well, so then you think this one's gonna start on? You want to do a reverse on this one too?
I will. Sure.
Here.
I'm gonna take spin down. I need a Sperry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotta have the beverage of fan collectors.
That's right.
How else do you wash down the 8, 12, 20? I mean, I guess you wouldn't.
Okay, so one more second.
Oh no, he's gonna power mate it.
Yeah, at least for my video.
For one vacuum isn't enough vacuums. By power mate.
That's right, by power mate. It's still spinning down after I had to do all this stuff. So that's a good thing. Means I got good bearings. Long spin down.
Yeah. Here, I'll give you your camera back.
Yeah. Still spinning down.
Yeah.
And of course, as a kid, I also liked to see spin down as well. Just because I wanted to know how they stopped. Just because I didn't know if they stopped like a portable that we had, those Galaxy table fans. They stop pretty quick because they're portable.
Yeah. I think as a kid, I don't think I ever cared about spin down, but what I would try to do is I'd try to get the fans to go as slow as possible.
Oh.
Try to find an aesthetic low or an atmospheric low.
Atmospheric low.
Yeah, because there was a couple of places I remember seeing fans that could go that slow, particularly if they were Casablancas with Slumber Quiet.
Yeah.
And I just always thought that was so cool that they could go that slow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this one, I guess we're going to assume it starts on 2 like the last one, huh?
Yes.
See, not much point in betting something different.
Right. Let's see. You might get lucky if
Maybe
one does.
Let's see.
1.
Hey, Budge, is it going to keep going?
No, it stopped.
Okay.
So here's 2.
2 for sure.
Yep. We just called it, yeah.
Yep.
I gave it a little hope for 1 just because of how long it took to spin down.
Absolutely.
Even high was a low current draw, so yeah, this is definitely your atmospheric low. Here's 3. So this would definitely be, yeah, your restaurant low. Let's see what 4 is like. I think I remembered 4 was more of a low that you'd want.
Yep. I know you talked about using it on a 4711, which is probably the best control.
Yeah, because, like this is definitely more like a low you would expect. I mean, it's drawing under 0.2 amps.
Yep.
So, here's 5. So yeah, this is matching. Even the speed looks like it's close to what the factory low is.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, here's the test rig that I'm using. So here's 6 microfarads. Seven.
Wonder what's gonna happen next.
Yeah, you know. And here comes 8, which matches factory medium. So yeah, even a 5/8 would match their factory speeds.
Word from our sponsor.
Crunch, 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 crunch. Crunch, 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 crunch. We're blessed to have such great sponsors.
Yeah. Nine. 10. And let's see what 11. Yeah, I think what I'm like right here is a good medium high.
Yep.
No, it's past medium, which is what I want.
I wonder what happens after 11.
Oh, but this amp goes to 11.
You know what comes after 11?
Yes.
Scales.
Yes. 12.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
Gotta wash it down with the Sperry.
Those are fan collectors. Yeah, normal amps go to 10, spinal amps go to 11, and scales amps go to 12.
Yours 13. 14.
I will say, this kind of light
15.
kit just looks classic on a fan like this.
It does. It sure does. You're 16. 17. 18. And 19. And 20.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Crunch, 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 crunch. You know what else?
Mm-hmm.
Crunch, 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 crunch. No other sound effects.
And the Sperry. And let's see, 21. 22, we're really close to high.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to go over there like the other one. It'll just kind of creep up, but not.
Yeah. I'm at 25, 30. I think it was 55 on this one.
A little bit higher.
35. We're right there. Let's see. I maxed it out. Didn't even go over.
Well, you think this one's going to be bedroom like the last one?
I'm going to say so.
Probably.
Yeah. I am going to actually...
Check it out.
All right.
This one's louder, huh?
I think the last one had isolation rings.
That does make a difference.
I mean, I should have just borrowed those, that I
Yeah.
just didn't think of it. So maybe if I...
Bad.
It's-
Maybe high end of bedroom, low end of living room.
Yeah, but maybe if I had them on.
Could also be the light kit. That could amplify it a little bit too.
That's true.
But I mean, you're unlikely to use this on a solid state anyways.
Yeah. I
Okay.
used this on a 4-speed on a 5, 8, and 13.
Well, 0 to high. Last
That's-
time it was right like flopping between big and small. And
Yep.
Let's see what it does this time.
Yep, by the way, for those of you that don't know, solid state refers to this dial here.
You know why they call it solid state?
No.
Because there's no actual mechanical parts in it that are
Oh.
moving.
Okay.
It's all done with electronics. Whereas like a 3-speed control, there's a mechanical switch in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All
But in a
right.
solid state control, it's all done with electronics. So it's a solid state. The state of it doesn't change. Whereas with a mechanical switch, the state of it changes when you turn the dial.
Yep.
Or slide the lever.
Okay, so here's 0 to high, and we were surprised by big inrush.
Yeah, the other one was right on the line between like big and small. It was kind of flopping. Let's see what this one does. Oh. Well, if it stays at 5.5, then it's technically small inrush. If it drops to 5.4, then... You know, we can do a Rick test on this one.
Oh, yeah, we certainly could. Now, he's not here to tell us what it would be.
But he can do it in the comments.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's do a Rick test.
Okay. Let me just turn the light on. Turn each of these.
Vigilates.
Let me just get the other light off. Yeah, I get these lights up.
Maybe go a little dimmer.
I could try, but it's an LED.
They should dim pretty slow.
Like this.
Yeah. Well, what do you think? Same category?
Yes, actually. Well, just a hair higher, just because it's...
I agree, because the anti-brass and the light kit really make it.
They do, and it's also just what I remembered seeing so well as a kid. It's like I made it the exact variation, so...
Yeah, I think I saw just about every variation of Design House as a kid.
Sure.
Super. I never saw these in white and brass, actually. That's one thing I never saw.
There was a bar, okay, I played this show up in Oshkosh, I think in fall of 2019, okay?
Uh-huh.
This was an outdoor, we played out in the parking lot.
Okay.
Reese and his dad came to see us.
Nice.
It was nice, but we went into the bar for the bathroom, and Reese pointed out white and brass design house carousels.
Nice. I wonder if they're still there.
I'm sure.
Look for pictures on Google and Facebook.
Yeah, I can't remember them. I can't remember the place.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
When you play so many places.
Yeah. For me, this is a high end, but I don't know what Rick will think of this.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see. You know, it's very vintagey, but it's also very buildery.
Yeah.
He also sometimes very much likes cheap stuff.
Yeah.
These would look very good in a malaise environment.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's time to thank our sponsors.
Yes. Well, let me get the house lights.
Fan stick.
Can you get the camera while I get house
Fan
lights?
stick. Light stick. Taco Burrito Mexico. Sperry, the beverage of fan collectors. 81220 LLC, where our motto is crunch, 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 crunch. Udong batteries. When I think of batteries, I think of Udong. Rickersheep.com, a fun game you can play with your friends. Go to rickersheep.com. I'm forgetting one. Power Vacuum, the vacuum with more vacuums. I think, did I say good manufacturing? Well, if not good manufacturing company.
Powermate. This is
the most metal of all the vacuums.
Yes, it is. Powermate. When you need 2 motors for vacuuming.
Jonas Organs and Doorbells. I hear they're marvelous and magnificent.
Oh, yeah. Marvelous organs.
I got a good tagline for My Kid's Obsession.
Yeah?
My Kid's Obsession. Now with more Reese.
Yeah?
Because after all, he is our favorite part of that show.
Yeah.
Nothing against the other kids. The other kids are wonderful too, but
well, the thing is, as you know, I also like vacuums.
That's true. What's the vacuum kid's name?
Logan.
Now with more Logan.
And Reese.
And Reese.
Yeah.
And
because I like vacuums, there's Powermate in my videos.
There is Powermate. Reese. Speaking of Reese, there's Reese's Pizza. Don't forget to eat your pizza.
Yes.
Did I say Jonas Organs and Doorbells?
You did.
Okay, is that all the sponsors?
It is.
Well, I guess it's time to wrap up. There's nothing more to say. And wait, who's that at the door?
Oh,
Why, look, it's Metal Jonas.
oh, marvelous doorbell. And organs, too.
Absolutely.
Oh, these are magnificent. But a diapason and a gedect.
Gotta have your diapasons in your gedects.
That's right. I think this is a mixture of the diapason chorus.
Wow. Yeah, the Jonases know far more about organ pipes than I do. I just know how to play organs.
Yeah, of course.
And fix the Hammond ones, but I don't know much about pipe organs other than the basics.
Oh, yes. Oh, they're marvelous.
And magnificent.
Magnificent. And do you have any Homestead catalogs?
I have 3.
Oh, marvelous. Or perhaps some New Tone catalogs.
I have 1.
Ooh.
What do you think of House on the Rock, Metal Jonas?
House on the Rock. One word, incredible.
One word.
Overwhelming.
One word.
Amazing.
Wow. Well, this has been a wonderful video. We'll be back to do more work on fans and possibly more test videos. I think maybe Friday we'll be back, you think? Good chance.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'll see.
Me too.
As I know, my brother was asking me about installing a fan for him.
Well, gotta do that.
See what day.
Yeah, well, just let me know.
Okay.
I think as of right now, I could do that, but we'll see. I'm trying to get Rick up here too, but I also trying to go to Chicago. We got a lot of fun things to do. So for now, we will say goodbye. Thanks for watching. Patreon.com/dspiffy. And what's the most important thing they should do?
Bye, fans.
Bye, Fanstick.
So keep on watching and subscribing.